Okay, so this is an unboxing video for the limited edition Nuvac Henry Hoover. It's not technically called a Henry, it's called a Nuvac, as you can see there. But it's made by the same company, Nuvac, and if you look at the stupid face on the front, it is clearly a Henry. Right, so let's have a look. What is so limited edition about this? I haven't done an unboxing video before, because I think they're boring. Maybe they are. Alright, what we got in here? So what you get is some not Henry instructions, original instructions, because, you know, if they're photocopied, you'd have to scratch that bit out, I guess. There is a QR code, but I'm a man, so I'm not even going to look at that. That's going to go over there. What else do we get? So we get a tube, which the super suction comes down, I guess. Let's put that there as well. We're going to need that in a minute. We have the bag that I've got to do this one-handed because I've got to hold the camera with one hand. Such a professional I am. So instead of a roller system, you get this baby with it, which is good because my last Hoover, I say Hoover vacuum, my last Dyson, the amazing Dyson, died because both the battery died and needed replacing, which is £65, and at the same time the roller, which has a motor in it apparently, died, and altogether it would have been £100 to fix. And I wasn't that impressed with the vacuum anyway, with the Dyson. So that's one less problem to go wrong with this one. There's no roller. You can buy one for £15, the salesman said, and you'll get the roller head, which he did say was better, but that's an optional extra, so you don't get that with this. I've yet to test this, obviously, because I'm unboxing it, so I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. We've got a little green bag here. Does that mean that something's eco-friendly inside it? Okay. It looks like that bag is sealed. If you bear with me a second. This is not going to be good videoing. I'll have to have a look in that in a minute. It seems like that. Oh, that's the. Okay, they're the attachments. You know, like the thin, sort of the thin ends that you suck up things with, the intricate nozzles, as it were. So now I'm taking the some of the cardboard housing off, and we've got in here the not Henry, the limited edition Nuvac. I've got the metal pipes here. That's one piece of the metal pipe. That's another piece of the metal pipe. Very exciting stuff, isn't it? And then the third piece, the bent end, which is my favourite piece. So they all clip together. The guy in the shops showed me. So they'll all clip together to make one big long pole, if you hadn't guessed already. And then this is the main event. So let's lift this up. It's not actually that heavy. I mean, I'm not bragging. I don't know how much it weighs. Feel free to Google it. But here we go. So you put it next to the box, because I always wonder this. This is how big it is in comparison to the box. My dog's wondering what the hell I'm doing. Aren't you, Luna? What the hell's that guy doing? So that's how big it is in comparison to the box. It's a standard size Henry Hoover. It's not as big as the blue one and stuff like that. That's bigger because it's got shampoo in it and whatever. But yeah, it's got the bumper on it though. Some models don't have the bumper on it, which means that you're more likely to bang into things without being bumped gently, I guess. There's his eyes, poking him in his eyes. Oh, it looks like you could pull them off if you really wanted to. I don't know why anyone would want to pull their eyes off. The mouth is the same. The mouth feels like you could pull it off if you got your fingernails underneath there. I'm not going to do that because, again, I think half the people that buy Henrys are doing so because he's got a face. I was told it does have more suction. The salesman said that it has 10 times the amount of wattage as my Dyson V7. He says that doesn't necessarily mean it's 10 times powerful, but it will be more powerful. Especially because it runs off the mains. This, you can get a model that was £10 cheaper that doesn't have the black hat on it, which disturbs me because I think they should have a hat on. But the one without the hat, you have to wrap the cord manually around the top, which I can't be bothered with that. I'd rather pay £10 more and have this little rotating thing here where you can just spin it around like a lawnmower one, and it'll wrap the cable back round. So I'm happy with that. I'd rather spend the extra £10. Hopefully it's going to last me years. That's the nose where this will attach. So that looks like it's going to screw on easily. You got your green power switch. That's nothing, I think. Maybe that's future development. On-off button's pretty standard. Plug there. It comes out. So if I unspool it a little bit, and then see, it's hard to do with one hand, but there you go. That's quite a pleasing motion. That's spun back in quite easily and quite quickly. So I'm happy with that. That's the back end. Reminds me of something, but I can't think what. And these bits here are for putting the attachments on. So there's somewhere to house them. So you don't have them in a bag somewhere like with the Dyson. I had to have them in a bag on top of a cupboard up there, and I had to keep reaching for them every time I wanted an attachment, whereas this time they're just going to be on the back, slotted in. Bang, 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 nice and easy. Don't know what that little hole's for. Is that the reset button that you put a pen into? That's a joke, by the way. Really poor joke. And then, yeah, like you got the big wheels at the back, and then you got the little wheels at the front. So that's it. I think that's it. Only other thing you've got in the bottom is this other bit of cardboard. I'm a weirdo, so I always check underneath the last bit to make sure there's nothing else in there. But no, that's everything. So there you go. That is your limited edition. How limited, I don't know. Probably 1 million. Your limited edition, not Henry Nuvac, from Nuvac. Made in Somerset, I believe, in England. And as the guy in the shop said, much better than that cheap Chinese crap. His words, not mine. What was he talking about? I think he might have been talking about shark or something like that. Yeah, shark. Cheap Chinese crap. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. I was indifferent about it myself. But yeah, just in case you're thinking about buying one and want to know what's in the box, that's in the box. Please like, subscribe, and what else do people say? Don't know. Okay, so just a quick addition. So I've now got it all set up. That's it nose screwed in. There you go, that's the nose one. That's what it looks like. It's actually quite, if you compare it stood up, if you compare it to the Dyson V7, it's actually taller. So if you're like me and you're quite tall, this is actually better to not get your backache. I like that the cable is yellow as well. So if you have got the cable trailing around your house, you can see where it is. It's in your peripheral vision at all times. It's quite good. And I've just had a quick test of this on this very... Oh, look, Luna's photo bombing again. Hi, Luna. Say hello. I just had a quick blast on this very dog-haired carpet, this little welcome mat. I'm gonna show you a quick test now, but I can already tell it's much more powerful than the Dyson V7. So I'll show you what I mean. You won't be able to hear me, but you'll see what I mean when I do this. See it picking up the rug? So sometimes it's actually picking up the rug. It's not doing it now because I'm videoing, obviously. There you go. My Dyson would never do that. The suction's that much. So I'll turn it off. The suction's that much stronger. The Dyson would... I've had the Dyson for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years. Never once was it powerful enough. Even on the max suction setting, the second one, which I hardly ever use because it drained the battery in 6 minutes. But even when I use that setting, it didn't pick the rug up like that physically. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it up and down, so it's not going to pull the rug up. But that's much better. So, just a quick side note. So this is when I've got all the attachments in the slots. This is what it looks like. Now, a quick note. The actual vacuum actually only came with these two on the left. So, the little brush attachment. Sorry, I've just been eating nuts. Because I am nuts. And then the one I was showing you in the green bag earlier, I think is this one, which is for your nooks and crannies. So you get those two. The other two I've got, which is just this is the broader brush end and a little extension pipe that you can put the attachments on with as well. These two didn't come with the vacuum, but I bought this from a local vacuum repair shop. If you live in Sheffield, it's MK Supplies, I want to say. MK, it's in Hillsborough anyway. And he threw these two in with it for free, because I think you get them on some other models of Henry, but you don't get it with this one. And he thought that you should get them, so he threw them in no extra charge. Obviously, if you buy them from B&Q or whatever, you might have to pay extra for these. So I was quite happy about that. So I just thought I'd throw that in there, just so you know what attachments you get. Interesting stuff, right? I thought so. Yeah. So, a few days later now, just a couple of additions I found out because I've got in touch with my feminine side and actually looked in the manual, instruction should I say, not the manual. So when I actually read it, so most of this stuff's obvious anyway. Put a pipe together, screwing a knob on, pressing the on button, that's all obvious. One thing I didn't realise is there's a high and a low setting, or as the manual says here, a low setting and a blank setting. There's a little plus and a minus, which is, I found out, I was looking on the actual main vacuum, but it's actually on the stem, the pole, whatever. So it's up here, near the bend. There's this bit of plastic. Obviously, there's a few bits of black plastic, but this one at the top, if you look, I don't know if you can see, it actually has a plus and a minus on it. If I can get a bloody camera to focus, there you go. It's got a plus and a minus, and you can basically twist it. You can twist it, and when you twist it, there's like a little vent here. If it was in the light, you could see it better. Basically, you twist it left and right, and it sort of opens or closes this vent in it or something. And that apparently changes the setting. I think there's a little filter in there. It looks like you can take it out, put it out and in. So it does look like that's maybe why it was on such a super suck setting when I tried it the other day. So that's that. That was the first thing I saw that I've learnt since. A lot of this is obvious. These are the carpet setting on carpets. The not carpet setting on not carpets. That's how to put attachments on. So that was all obvious. The other thing that I found, you can take the face off, apparently. Now, I'm not going to do it. And the other day when I was looking, and you saw on the other video, I said it looked like you could take the eyes off and the mouth. Well, they're actually, it looks like they're all one piece, a face piece. So you can take the face off if you want, which, to be fair, our dog was terrified of the face and sort of scuttled backwards to the back of her cage in the back of there, and was because the vacuum was facing her crate, so they were having a face off and she didn't like it. So I can understand why you can take the face off, so it doesn't so dogs don't get scared of it, or more scared of it than normal. And the other bit was this. I knew about the tool tidy, but the wand docking, I mean, I'm an idiot for this. I kept thinking, oh God, it was really hard to prop up the pole and it kept sliding off tables and stuff. When I didn't realise that it slots in the back of the base unit there. So you can, there's a little bit of plastic there at the bottom, which I wondered what that was. And there's a little hole, little slot in the back of that. So you basically just, if I can do it with one hand here, you basically just slot it in like that, clicks in, and then there you go. And then you can pick it up, and you can move the whole thing with you, and it's fine. And it just comes with it. The only thing I found is, because it then forms this weird shape with the pipe, which is really inconvenient. Now, normally I'd be putting it in the pantry over there, but it's a bit of a cramped space. So personally, what I have to do is unscrew the nose and then just sort of chuck that down the back of the vacuum, just to then that's more limp, loose, and tidy away, so that the tube doesn't create this big circle that's in the way of everything. So just wanted to add those bits onto the end, and that's pretty much it. There you go.